working in the spirit of the Golden Empire. This is 17 News at Sunrise.
A tale of two shelters, two proposals of where to house hundreds of our community members now living on the streets. We'll have details of the possible sites and what the community had to say at a city meeting last night.
After several rounds of public safety power shutoffs, some schools are now wondering how to handle the lost learning time. The proposal not sitting well with parents and students.
What would you give to make sure your sick child could be treated here at home instead of traveling out of town, away from family in search of care? Today is the day we ask you to invest in making that dream a reality. It's our annual CMN Day of Giving. Jim Scott and Tammy Milchak are live with our lofty goal. This is Wednesday, December 11th, 2019. Good morning. Great to have you with us. I'm Maddie Jansen alongside Alex Fisher. It's just going to be a great day. Amazing stories coming out of the CMN Day of Giving of what they've been able to do so far with your donations and what we hope to do in the future.
Yeah, I mean, it is a very important day here in Kern County, of course, and we're relying on your donations. We'll get more to Jim and Tammy in just a moment, but first, we're taking a look at your forecast and day 3 of dense fog across Kern County, especially in the Bakersfield area.
Yeah, I think this is the most fog that we've seen since we started to see all this after the thunderstorms over the weekend, and visibility is already at 0. I know as I was driving in this morning from the southwest all the way into town, it was dense. So if you are going to be heading out and about this morning, expect the fog from Bakersfield all the way up to the north past Merced. It is down to 0 visibility. Here's a look at our fog advisory, and again, this was mainly to the north overnight, but then we extended it down to the Bakersfield area and now in place until 10 o'clock this morning. As we take a look at the temperature for Bakersfield at this time, we've got 45 degrees, 97% on the humidity with a dew point at 44. So this is definitely the recipe for seeing that dense fog. And again, visibility down to 0 and no winds. That wind is not out there to kind of help mix it up. We're going to be looking at the 40s to start throughout the afternoon. If we can burn this fog off, we should be looking at mostly sunny skies by 3 o'clock and right near 63, and then into the mountains. Mostly sunny throughout the day and temperatures expected into the 50s. We'll talk more weather in just a little bit, but first let's send it back over to Alex with a check of traffic.
All right, thanks so much, Kevin. Taking you outside for the first time this morning, and as you can see at the 99 at Airport Drive, as you can see, it looks pretty foggy in that on that side of town. Now, again, you could run into some very dense patches, especially if you're traveling north, so keep that in mind. Right now, things look pretty good, though, and accident-free, which is the good news. But again, just keep safe as you're driving around the county this morning, especially if you're in areas where it is foggy. And right now, there are no school delays in Kern County due to the fog. But, of course, we'll keep you updated if that changes. All right, it is 5:03, and today is the day we renew a giving tradition. All day today, TV 17 is hosting our annual fundraiser for the Children's Miracle Network and the Lawrence Small Children's Center at Bakersfield Memorial Hospital.
It's a tradition that spans more than 2 decades with the express intent of enhancing medical care for kids in Kern County. And as usual, our CMN Day of Giving is being hosted by 17's Tammy Milchak and Jim Scott. They're live this morning to get things kicked off. Good morning, Tammy and Jim.
Good morning, Maddie and Alex, and good morning, Kern County. You know, it's hard to believe it's been 22 years now since CMN and KGET joined forces.
Well, you know, time flies when you're having fun, right?
That's right.
But we wouldn't be able to accomplish what we have accomplished if it wasn't for all of you, our viewers out there, who consistently show your generosity by giving your hard-earned cash to the Children's Miracle Network to benefit Lawrence Small Children's Center, and knowing always that every penny that you pledge today stays right here in Kern County.
That's right, and because of your generosity, the vision to have a children's center here, the Lawrence Small Children's Center, has become a reality over the years. We essentially have a hospital within a hospital just for children in Kern County.
That's right. And Robin Woodward has been CMN manager here at Lawrence Small Children's Center and Bakersfield Memorial Hospital for about 3.5 years. Good morning to you. I know you've put in so much work to get to this point. How are you feeling?
I feel great. I'm super excited to see what our community does this year. Every year that we have a need, they answer the call, so yeah. I'm excited.
Reflect a little bit about the evolution that we have seen here at the Lawrence Small Children's Center over the last 10 years. It's been nothing short of remarkable, really.
Absolutely. Just the transformation from basically just the NICU to a fully a full pediatric department, full pediatric comprehensive care for the community is amazing.
Yeah, and this has been, a concerted effort on behalf of the management here, the administration, the board of directors. They all bought into the vision that Larry Carr laid out years ago, former CEO and president, the late Larry Carr, to make this the hospital for pediatric care in Kern County. And you never know when you're going to need a place like this.
You never know. My daughter was here in the last 2 years for an appendectomy. My stepson wrecked his motorcycle, was here for a broken collarbone. My grandson's been here in and out of the emergency department several times. And it's kind of like it wouldn't be possible without our viewers and the donors making it happen, because kind of like the doctors have the nurses, the viewers and the donors are our nurses making it happen behind the scenes. So we couldn't do it without them.
All right. Well, we're very beholden to you for all the hard work that you do year in and year out. So, going to be a good day, I think.
I think so, too. Pick up the phone, give us a call, 336-0500.
Okay. Last year was a big year for us, too. It was a record-breaking year. We raised over $100,000 this past year. So that is a lofty goal. To just beat that total by $1, we would count it a big win for the kids in Kern County if we could do that.
Absolutely. And as Robin mentioned, let's get those phones ringing. We have Santa's elves here. They are with us here, and they are today from Sam's Club. They're getting some time off to answer the phones. Let's make those phones ring. 336-0500, or you can text KGET to 51555. Also, our friends from Chevron will be matching dollar for dollar the funds we raise in this first hour on this day of giving. So please give us a call.
That is a great way to leverage money.
It is.
You've got Chevron
double
here.
Your money.
So now is the time to call. The more calls we get, there we go.
Yes.
Got to get these elves working over here because they're out of the workshop and they're here with us in our day of giving. So we've got to make them work hard this morning, especially for this first hour. I love reading the first pledges of the day. So I hope I'm reading your name next hit. We'll send it back to you in the studio. Maddie and Alex.
Yeah, it's always so exciting to hear the phone ring, even this early. So thank you so much.
It is early, but that first hour, it's going to be crucial with that match. So
Absolutely.
If you're going to donate, please call early.
First of two community meetings about the proposed homeless shelter happened last night.
Still ahead, 17's Tom Wallace was there. He has more on that story this morning.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News with Maddie Jansen, Alex Fisher, and Kevin Charette with your Pinpoint Doppler forecast. This is 17 News at Sunrise.
The city of Bakersfield hosted the first of two public meetings on potential emergency homeless shelter sites. 17's Tom Wallace was at the meeting last night and has reaction.
Tuesday night's meeting included community members, city officials, and local leaders. Now, some left the meeting feeling hopeful, adding the city is taking steps to combat homelessness, while others left feeling frustrated, adding the city is dumping the problem on the southeast Bakersfield community. At the Jerusalem Mission Church in southeast Bakersfield Tuesday night, more than 100 people gathered for a discussion on homelessness, specifically on the location of a future city-run emergency homeless shelter.
We're trying to get the homeless into facilities where they will be cared for.
But the question now, where would the facility go? City officials said Tuesday they are hoping to make a decision on one of these two sites. The first proposed location, a 450-bed, 7.5-acre property on 1900 East Brundage Lane. That is land long occupied by cotton grower Calcott. The second proposed site, this 150-bed, 1.9-acre piece of land on East 18th and Brown Streets in East Bakersfield.
No matter where we locate, we want to do it right.
Assistant City Manager Jackie Kitchen discussed what would be allowed at the future low-barrier shelter and what would not be.
For Bakersfield, what low barrier would mean is pets, partners, possessions are okay. In terms of can you bring in weapons, can you have open drug use at the facility? No, that is not at all what we're proposing. We don't think that that's safe.
Kitchen said the shelter is referral only, would be fenced, and would come with security. At Tuesday's meeting, members of the community like Audrey Chavez were given an opportunity for Q&A where they could voice their thoughts.
We need to house our people. We need to do something today because it's cold out there.
I'd like to see us move forward, and I'd like to see our homeless housed, receive shelter, and I'd like to see them receive care and treatment. And I think that this type of creativity should be honored, and we should move forward.
But Isaiah Crompton, who lives near the proposed shelters, says a new shelter would add more problems to a southeast Bakersfield community already dealing with enough issues.
I don't think the city coming in and dropping a 450-bed facility is going to be helpful to our community. We have a vision for this community. We would like to see stores, pharmacies, affordable housing. We like to see some good things over here in the southeast community on this corridor instead of what the city wants to bring. And I know that it's needed. Let's make them smaller, let's make more than one, and let's be fair about it.
Next week's meeting is set for Monday, December 16th at the MLK Community Center on South Owen Street. It is scheduled for 6 p.m. and the public is encouraged to attend. In the newsroom, Eitan Wallace, 17 News.
In the spirit of giving, we still have 6 days left in our annual toy drive. The 17 Days of Christmas toy drive kicked off last week. People have been visiting our lobby, unloading toys, bicycles, and more. And it's all going to children thanks to the Bakersfield Homeless Center and the Boys and Girls Clubs of Kern County. The drive isn't over until December 17th. You can drop off new unwrapped toys to our lobby in downtown Bakersfield. You can find us at 2021 L Street, or go to, or actually our address is 2120 L Street, I should say. Or you can go to the Bakersfield Homeless Center on East Truxtun Avenue or the Boys and Girls Clubs of Kern County on Nile Street.
For more than 20 years, we've partnered with the Children's Miracle Network.
And coming up in a few minutes, we'll tell you how you can help out.
Our annual fundraiser for the Children's Miracle Network is underway right now.
Yeah, and right now, Jim Scott and Tebby Melchak are hosting our CMN Day of Giving all day long at Bakersfield Memorial Hospital. So let's turn things back over to them. Good morning, Jim and Tammy.
Good morning once again.
Good morning. I love this part because I get to announce the first pledge of the Day of Giving, and that is from Mick Stone in Onyx. He made the first call to our phone bank. Our elves over here from Sands Club picked up the phone, and Mick Stone pledged $50 to the Children's Miracle Network.
All right, let's keep those phones ringing. Thank you also to Kate Usey for her $100 pledge, Lisa Bullis $250 pledge,
wow,
and $250 as well from Todd LeBlanc. People are up early and they're already in the spirit of giving. We love it. 336-0500 is the number to call, or you can text KGET to 51555.
Our viewers are incredible.
They are.
You know, they're just so dependable. You know, every year we'd like to give you an update on what has transpired over the past year here at Bakersfield Memorial Hospital and Lawrence Small Children's Center. Memorial Hospital has a new president and CEO in Ken Keller. He was appointed to that post about a year ago. Big shoes to fill because his predecessor, John Van Boning, presided over a remarkable period of growth here at the Lawrence Small Children's Center, and Ken Keller certainly understands and respects the legacy he's been handed.
Start off with, and by the time I left.
Ken Keller has 30 years experience across multiple aspects of the healthcare industry, 15 years at Bakersfield Memorial Hospital. He likes to say he's trilingual.
You have physicians, hospitals, and health plans. Health plans pay for it, physicians deliver it, and hospitals are places where a lot of intensive care takes care of when patients have a health event. And I've had the good fortune on working all three sides of docs a lot.
He's the fourth CEO for a hospital that's 65 years old, with big shoes to fill. His predecessors, John Van Boning and the late Larry Carr, committed to the vision years ago that this hospital would become the premier hospital for medical care for kids in Kern County.
It's also a daunting task to make sure that we take the legacy, the principles, the values, what was built within the community within Bakersfield Memorial Hospital, and continue to advance that.
Over the last decade, the Lawrence Small Children's Center has undergone a remarkable transformation. An expanded neonatal intensive care unit, a new pediatric intensive care unit, a remodeled and expanded pediatric ward, a burn treatment facility, an emergency department just for kids, and a healing garden, a peaceful retreat for young and old.
It's beautiful, it's calming. Staff use it, patients use it, patient family members use it.
The numbers confirm the belief that if you build it, they will come. In 2019, more than 38,000 children cared for at Lawrence Small Children's Center. In its first full year of operation, over 35,000 children passed through the doors of the pediatric emergency room. More than 2,500 kids treated within the various pediatric units, from tiny preemies to teens. Keller knows all that's been accomplished so far would never have happened without the generosity of the community and the families that support this hospital and the Children's Miracle Network.
That inspires us to continue to make the investments, to continue to work with our Partner Valley Children's in bringing in the capabilities, the capacity, and the resources to extend what we're doing with pediatrics.
With capital improvements to the Lawrence Small Children's Center now complete, Keller says the focus is on the fusion of new technology, investing in new equipment utilized by trained care providers and support teams to further enhance medical care for kids in Kern County.
So it's that meshing, that interlacing of those three components that will continue to inspire us and continue to advance the level of care that we're committed to the community.
And the Children's Miracle Network is, and always has been, part of that vision.
The Children's Miracle Network is an exceptional organization. The money that we raise through CMN stays here. So thank you for what you do for us. We greatly appreciate it.